Rhys, Rodgers.
Hi, I've got 2 poems for you tonight, but firstly I'd just like to dedicate this performance to God, because I'm just His creation and I'm nothing without Him. My first one is called, You Want a Piece of Me? I gave you a piece of me so quickly. I sold that shaving of my heart so cheaply, because I thought you deserved it. I thought that this was worth it. You offered me a few cigarettes, and with your smoky eyes you read between the text on my forehead. We exchanged I love yous and stares across long rooms, and we held between us a handful of tunes that reminded us of each other. But it wasn't till the shit hit the fan, you gone lost in some horizon driving my van, that I realised you hadn't returned anything to me to fill that hole I had carved out of myself. And maybe it wasn't your fault. Maybe you never had anything to offer me to begin with. And it was too late to take back that piece of me. How cheap was I to want such a second-hand person? I slipped into that well-worn groove between your arms and felt safe there, snuggled into the imprint left by 1,000 other visitors. Those 3 little words slipped off your tongue so quickly, no stumbling or stuttering. This was well-marked territory. And in your smoky eyes I saw 1,000 love-struck amateurs reflected back at me, all saying, Here, have a piece of me. You fall into love, and you drag the closest person down with you, use their crippled bodies to clamber out of the abyss that follows you round like a lost puppy. Well, you can't shoot me down and hang me on your wall next to your taxidermist forest. I won't be part of your collection. I wear the sign around my neck for a reason, reserved. This boy is not a thing to buy a piece of. Maybe even a man by now. Maybe even a hero someday. And yet, if you came to my doorstep tonight, I would trade in each of my earthquake Picassos so we could buy a little shack together where we could go to bed forever and make a city out of sheets and make a living counting sheep and wondering just how deep this love can take us. We can try to make this work, but don't pretend we both didn't know from the beginning that we were not the puzzle pieces that were made to fit together, and by the end of this adventure we will be too mangled to click with any other partner. Just stay away until October. Give this heart a chance to sober. I need to burn this candle out. I need to go outside at night and shout and scream, fall on my knees and plead to the universe to take this parcel from me. Then, once love has dried out like a river and my herds have moved on to greener pastures, I might still sway when you enter the room. And your eyes might still pit my heart like asteroids do to the moon. Because you still have that piece of me I sold so quickly, so cheaply. And no, you won't return it to me because it's not yours to give. Besides, you're off in some horizon with that new kid. They're wrapped inside your arms and they're whispering in your ear, Here, have a piece of me. Well, I've stepped out of your arms a little wiser. And lightning has never struck twice in this town. Next time I see one of your kind, baby, I'll look them up and down, jerk my chin, grin, and say, Hey, you want a piece of me? poem is entitled You, and it is about a completely different person. I would work out for you. I would move in with you. I would take up Taekwondo to defend you. I would grow up for you. I am so into you. I would give up to make out with you. I would burn your iPod into my brain if I had to. I would grow this much taller for you so you could look at me in the eye, and I would walk with my chin held just a bit more high to know I was your equal. Because I would die if I knew I was just some kid brother type figure who sits in the back of our grown-up adventures. I wish you never knew I was that many months younger, so you didn't look at me with that nod in your eyes saying, I haven't seen as many suns rise over as many horizons. But I would read Shakespeare and Bibles for you and practice deep conversations in the mirror if I had to. I would make myself into a warrior, integrity stamped on my chest in red letters. I would stand with my fist held high, the sun in my eyes and the credit roll peeling down from the sky in victory if you would be mine. I want all your body, but mostly for your hand to hold mine, and for every day to dig into your mind and pull out the treasures buried in there like philosophical rants. And if you like my hair, and the dares that we'd swap past midnight, the furthest a human can get from the light, and that's how we'd stay till the night gives up day and reality fills up with 5-lane highways. I want to protect you. And I want you to protect me. And I want us to be the bricks on which we build a family. Because I want you. Every day, everywhere, all the time. I want you. I want all of you. I can't imagine existing without you. I check my email every hour to see if you sent me something new. Every scar gracing your skin, I want its story. Every thought that passes through your head becomes holy. I can't stop obsessing over you and everything you think and everything you think I think about you. And the question inside of me slowly burning through, would you read this poem to me the way I'm reading it to you? Can't you see my body shaking? Can't you hear the universe tearing into? How can you not reciprocate this monster that I feel for you? I would sacrifice it all for you. I swear that every lie was true just so this one could be a two. Thank God that you don't feel this too. Or I would waste myself on you.